Welcome back to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast. And in case you're just joining us, you're listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast with Emmy, Hikins, and Trevor.
Now that's 1 cubic millimeter of one. It's like the size of a grain of sand can hold all that information.
Yeah.
We say hello to.
Yeah. Were you going to say hello to us, Tinuke?
Hello.
Hello, Tinuke.
Is it okay? We've got. Oh, right. I think she's muted. She muted herself.
Yeah.
Might be having technical problems. Anyway, now, is it true that the information that we have, the information that our brain uses, is less than? All right. Okay. So here's a better way to phrase it. Is it true that we're only using less than 5% of our brain's capacity?
Well, I've heard that said about you sometimes, but generally...
Mine's less than 1%.
I don't mean to be rude, cuz I'm only joking. But no, there's always been that kind of rumour or thought that we use 5 or 10% of our brain and the rest is not used. Now, as I believe it to be, that's not true. I think the brain is active throughout itself, and we can see that in some respects by the incredible things it does. So no, I don't think that is true. But what I think is probably the case is that we do have unused, as yet unused for most of us, abilities that are definitely there. For example, can't think of the initials of it, but ESP, extrasensory perception. We all may get examples of that in our lives. We've probably said before that, you might be sitting on a bus or you might be driving, in a traffic jam and next to another car, and you look round and the person's looking at you, or you may even be walking along. And if I think, if I'm walking along, I can't think of a particular example, but I might see someone in front of me.
Yeah.
From the back, I think, is that so-and-so? And they suddenly look round. There is something about us that we seem to know when someone is looking at us. And we don't always, even then, when we look, and they are, we don't think, oh, that was strange, I picked that up. But I think we do have that strange ability in the same way. I mean, it happened to me the other night. I had a phone call. Had a phone call from Paul, my son, and he came into my mind about something. I forget what it was. Doesn't matter. And I thought, I must tell Paul that. Immediately the phone rang and it was Paul. And I mean, I've had this quite a lot in the past where someone will pop into my brain and they will then phone or WhatsApp or whatever. The times that happens. So I do think that there are untapped abilities in the brain that we don't use. But so I don't think it's a case of us using only 5%. I think the brain uses all of its abilities. I mean, again, it's the most efficient organ in our body. I mean, strangely, it's 2% roughly of our body weight, but it uses 20% of our energy. Can we see Tanuka now?
Yeah, we can. Yeah, we can see her now. Tanuka, do you want to say hi? I think you're muted.
Hello. Hi.
Hello there. Nice to see you.
Yes, I'm from Nigeria.
Welcome along.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, we're just talking about colors, and then we went on to brain.
We got on to the brain, haven't we?
We went on to the brain, yeah. So, just feel free to jump in whenever you feel like, but just a thought. Do you think the colors that you see are the actual colors? Do you think they are the actual colors? So, for instance, you're wearing black. Do you think that's black?
Yeah, I think so. But I know different shade of black. I'm wearing a black now, right? So I feel this is, if I want to call this, I'll say it's black. But it's not, to me, it's not very, very blackish, but it is black. So I can say this is.
Right. I think she's taking your side, bro. She's taking your side. I see black, and that's it. That's what I see.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's your brain, Tanook, that tells you that's black. Your brain is interpreting your sweater as black. It's not really black. I mean, this is what we've been talking about. Color is a complete illusion. It's a trick of the brain, our very clever brain, that interprets light waves. And objects don't have a natural inherent color. They have a light wave, and our brains, through our eyes initially, interpret that light wave as a particular color. So that's what we've been talking about today so far.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, was you going to say something, Tinuka?
Oh, no. I'm just trying to follow up.
We're going to take a short break now. We're back shortly. You've been listening to the Alien Spaceship Talk Show with Trevor Gear and Emmy Hikins.
The Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast is looking for sponsors. If you're a company out there looking to spread the word about the products and services you provide, please get in touch with Deepstuff Radio Podcast on info@deepstuffrecords.com, or to use the contact form on our website to contact us, please visit radio.deepstuffrecords.com. Also, if you're looking to get involved on the Alien Spaceship Talk Show podcast, reach out via our Deepstuff Radio Facebook page. Thank you.